Since the first dinosaur fossils were recognized as animals that are now extinct, controversy has been the ever-present issue in the field of paleontology. It's a subject that covers many fields, ranging from the study of microscopic fossils to dinosaur tracks made in soft sand millions of years ago. Over time, erosion and movement of the Earth's crust has revealed in these ancient Cretaceous rocks that life in the Mesozoic period was very different to our modern-day ecosystems. The Late Cretaceous period ranged between 68 to 66 million years ago. It was a time when some of the largest beasts that ever roamed the Earth lived and died. New finds have hinted that depending where they lived, some dinosaurs had feathers, and even our modern-day birds are their distant cousins. The largest known T-Rex skull found so far measured over 1 metre in length. T-Rex was originally depicted as a living tripod, with the body almost vertical and dragged its long tail along the ground behind it, similar to a kangaroo. By the 1970s, scientists realised this pose was incorrect, as it would have resulted in the dislocation of joints at the hips, spinal column and the skull. The 1990s introduced a more accurate posture to show T-Rex with its body approximately parallel to the ground, with the tail extended behind the body to balance the massive torso and head. By putting flesh on the bones, it's obvious that T-Rex was a very powerful dinosaur. The teeth at the front of the upper jaw were closely packed. The tips were chisel-like blades and curved backwards. The remaining teeth were robust, like lethal bananas rather than daggers, and more widely spaced. It also had the ability to sense low-frequency sounds that would allow the beast to stalk prey from long distances. According to one researcher, the dinosaur had the most powerful bite of any land animal in recorded history, which made it more than capable of bringing down prey such as Triceratops. It has even been suggested that T-Rex was a scavenger that most likely took advantage of any dead or alive animal that it could sink its teeth into. Although T-Rex was at the top of the food chain, there were always packs of raptors around that believed they could bring the king down, often leading to disastrous results. It was only during mating season that the female paired up with the male. The male, being a smaller build, was most likely chased off soon after. Following the incubation of the egg, only the mother would care for the juvenile until it reached a size that it could fend for itself. The juvenile's weight remained under 1,800 kilos until approximately 14 years of age. Then its body size began to increase dramatically, gaining an average of 600 kilos a year. This high growth rate is comparable to those of mammals and birds, which means T-Rex could have been warm-blooded. Over half of the known T-Rex specimens appear to have died within 6 years of reaching maturity. The oldest was a female that reached the ripe old age of 28 years. It's safe to say that Tyrannosaurus rex is one of the most famous dinosaurs that has ever walked on this planet. It's an animal that has fascinated school children and adults alike, and probably the most studied beast from the Mesozoic period. In the world of paleontology, the reign of the Tyrant King is far from over.